Tell me a little bit about uh, your philosophy to the teacher education program and the work that you're doing.
Hmm.
Michigan State for a long time has been known for this, but we've got a great group now, right, at UCI.
Yeah. Well, one thing that I learned as I'm visiting a lot of other teacher ed program, as I'm experiencing and interacting with my colleague, is that teacher ed program is every single teacher ed program is unique and different and deeply contextualized. Because for Michigan State, they have in a particular geographic location and they have a history of relationship between school district. So that context is completely different from Orange County here, where majority of kids are Mexican American. A lot of them are Spanish-speaking family, and also a lot of immigrant families. So we are in a very different context. So I think it is very important for teacher educators to attend to the history and geography. So I cannot really say anything in a general. I'm always be very cautious and mindful to say anything the best practice because it can always depends on because we are serving different community and different students and families. So that is one thing that I learned the teacher education program, and teacher education is deeply contextualized. So for me, I'm so lucky to work with amazing colleagues in our program, and I think one of the strengths of our program is this collaboration and very collaborative culture among the research faculty and the directors and other coordinators who do not necessarily deeply involved, and the research is not there's a major job, but we'll work closely to accomplish our shared goal, which is preparing our novice teachers who can serve our diverse student population in the Orange County. So I think I view that that is one of the strengths. But then we also have a lot of work to do because it is a work in progress all time. So to me, another very important thing that I believe is how we are going to constantly engage in this work of improvement. Because it's similar in my mind, it's kind of teaching. If you're a teacher, you never feel like, okay, so I'm there's nothing that I can do better. It's always, because every year we have a different group of students, there's always things that you can learn. So as a teacher educator, how we can be attentive to the very important local problem and the candidates that we have, and then collectively helping them to learn and grow together so they can be well prepared when they go out to the job, to the school. So to me, that is another thing that I believe is very important that I try to work together with our colleague.
Yeah,
Can I say one more thing?
Sure, yes, yes, yes. Because I think we really have a model program in our teacher education work and great leadership and
Yes, so
faculty involvement.
right, we have a lot of really amazing colleagues who work really hard, not only in practice and also bring the research, integrated part of research, part of practice. So that's something that I believe, that I try to contribute. Another thing that I believe our program is really strive for is bring this work of equity and justice at the center of the teacher education work. We all know that that is so important, and this historical era, all teacher educators agree that that is such important work. But I believe teacher education community is really struggling how to do that work. And it has been more splitted, like the ways in which we do this equity work instead of integrated. So what I mean by that is this work of equity and social justice is often addressed in multicultural education or cultural and equity class. And then it didn't really come to the work of teaching mathematics and work of teaching science. It is not always coming together and integrated and reflected a part of work of teaching. Mm-hmm. So those are something that I believe is very important issue that teacher education in general community we are all struggling. And here at UCI, as you know, the couple of faculty and graduate students form the work group, two different work groups. One is equity work group, and the other one is learning to learn from practice group. So our colleague Rosella Santagata is leading learning to learn from teaching group, and I've been leading this equity work group. So we meet like every month to read and discuss these equity-related issues, and we invited the guest speaker through the Zoom meeting. So we learn to develop different sophisticated discourse and perspective, and also we select a new book for our incoming candidates to read this book, like Lived in Limbo. And then we are going to invite the authors actually next week. So he's going to come.
A former UCI graduate.
Yeah. So, I mean, generating these kinds of discourse among the faculty and the students and increasing the awareness and creating space for us to having a conversation around some of the very important issues that we have to dealing with both as a teacher and teacher educator, such as immigration, and how to help students who is labeled as undocumented, how we are going to support those students. In my classroom, this is very important issue, and I'm glad that we can create space to having a conversation around